You have today synagogues, churches that are under the heading gay and lesbian believers.
That's right.
This filth, because a dog is more intelligent.
What it is. Filth. Amen.
You never see a male dog chase down a male dog.
No.
So obviously he's not that dumb.
That's right. That's right.
He knows what species in the canine family is made to produce.
Amen. That's right.
He's not confused.
No.
Here is man is made in God's image.
Amen. Made.
So Congress and any other governmental structure in the world, when you pass law to endorse men marry men, women marry women, that is direct challenge to God. And you're saying, God, you are wrong.
That's right.
And our way is better because it fits the needs
Amen.
of society, and we know what they need better than you do.
That's right. That's what they're saying.
You're challenging God.
That's right.
Then got the audacity to go to some Protestant church.
Amen.
I saw you here all over the news. All these priests playing with 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old, 10-year-old.
That's right.
Boys.
That's right.
Priests.
Priests.
I've been telling you this.
Amen.
That your religious beliefs that you shouldn't marry don't work with God.
Don't work. That's right.
And the priest is letting you know we can't do it.
Can't do it. Amen.
But the priests spend 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years sodomizing boys.
Amen. Amen.
While they telling you Hail Mary, they sending you to hell.
That's right. That's right.
Are you listening?
Amen. Amen.
So, because this act is so accepted, they have got together, the gay community, and made themselves a strong, so-called, quote-unquote, minority force.
That's right.
In the earth, where laws will condone their act.
That's right.
See, you politicians, let me say this to you devils. You are not fit to get on television or radio
No.
and say you believe in morals.
That's right.
None of you.
That's right.
You're not fit, I said. I said you're not fit. And to you so-called black clergy organization
Go ahead.
or any other so-called religious organization who would back a Democrat or Republican dog,
Amen.
who would uphold any law that contradicts God's law. How can a church, how can a preacher
My Lord.
help a man to be a mayor or governor or in any form of politics when his beliefs contradict God?
That's right. That's right.
So what you got? They say, well, in the beginning it was few in number. Then the bees start collecting pollen,
Amen.
flying from flower to flower and plant to plant. So they decide to get under a religion and identify themselves as Christians.
Christians. That's right.
In other words, to give us a spiritual base.
That's right.
to make our act truly legitimate, we'll form a church, or we will go into existing churches.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have gay and lesbian apostolic.
That's right. That's right.
Gay and lesbian Protestant.
Amen.
Gay and lesbian Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
Gay and lesbian Lutheran.
That's right.
Gay and lesbian Baptist.
Mm-hmm.
Gay and lesbian non-denominational.
Amen.
Gay and lesbian Episcopalian.
Mm-hmm.
Gay and lesbian Christian Scientist.
That's right. Both prophet
Listen.
and Jeremiah chapter 23 and at verse 11. For both prophet
and
priest
are
are profane. Amen.
the prophet and the priest.
Prophet and priest.
Now, a few nights ago on 2020,
Amen.
Miss Rosie O'Donnell
That's her. That's right.
admit that she was a lesbian.
Lesbian. Amen.
In other words, she came out the closet.
That's right.
Boy, somehow you can make the news when you come out the closet.
Amen.
And as I understand, she already have adopted 3 children.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at the government thinking. Look at the laws that they're passing.
Mm-hmm.
And you wonder why I encourage people not to vote.
That's right.
What is it to vote for? In fact, who is out there
Mm-hmm.
that's worth voting for?
Amen.
All right, they give you a sales pitch when they come to your state. But the question is, are they going to stand behind morals and standards once they get into power?
That's right.
Or are they going to let power change them?
Amen.
So I said, don't you vote? Lord, no.
Amen.
Well, as one man said, you got Satan in one hand, the devil in the other.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, they're both the same.
The same.
So Miss Rosie
That's right.
O'Donnell
Amen.
says she's a lesbian.
Mm-hmm. My Lord.
Now, you just love to watch your program,
Mm-hmm.
and I really don't care if you record me and send her the tape.
Amen.
You should turn off the television and kill her ratings.
That's right.
Kill it.
Amen.
Basically, what she's saying,
Mm-hmm.
that God is a lie.
That's right. Change the truth of God
And that's changing the truth of God.
into a lie.
Now, this is written.
That's right.
Listen.
Romans chapter 1 and at verse 25. Who changed the
Who
truth of
changed
God
the truth of God
into a lie.
into a lie. The truth is Adam and Eve,
That's right.
not 2 Eves and 2 Adams.
That's right. That's right.
Not 2 Eves get married, 2 Adams get married.
Amen.
Let's think.
Amen.
What can 2 lesbian women
Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead.
who claim they're going to raise children,
Right.
what can you tell them?
Amen. What can you tell them?
A woman can't rub up on a woman and get her pregnant.
That's right.
Talk to me.
That's right. No, that won't happen. Won't happen.
So Satan
Mm-hmm.
get women engulfed in the spirit
That's right.
and then give them a certain hypocritical spiritual backing by hiding other religion.
That's right.
So it will come from the pulpit to the children.
Mhm.
It's all right to do.
All right. Amen.
And then the children will look at that priest.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that female woman who claims she's a preacher.
That's
A
right.
lesbian reverend.
My Lord.